I am referring to John Brzenk. So for all my subscribers out there, if you've been living under a rock, this man is the best arm wrestler on the planet for the last 4 decades. This guy is just unreal, and he's on a comeback, and he just keeps getting better. And it's crazy, like 57 years old, and he's just killing it out there. So he's got his hands full that day. He's going to be going against Ongarbayev, which I don't know if I just butchered that last name up, but
Oh, that was good. Kurdigali Ongarbayev from Kazakhstan. So Kurdigali is he was on 2019 top 8. He gave it to Levon. He made Levon work. Super explosive, super fast. Beat Alex Kurdech on the first round. Then made a terrible day for Prudnik in a finals of top 8. So I hope he is healthy. If he is healthy, John might have his hands full, because I think what the guys that John has been facing, those good top rollers, I really believe Kurdigali can do it better. I really believe he can do it better. He's way more aggressive, faster, all those things. But I'm never betting against John.
yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, I can't. I think it has a great story about it. It could be a really great match, really close match. And I see Kurdigali even winning that, but I'm betting on John. Yeah.
What's the weight difference here? What is what did it
I
both
think they're
of them
gonna
at?
be same. Kurdigali is not big. He's 100 kilos, maybe more, maybe 230, something like that, no more. So, oh, that when I saw that match, I'm like, oh yeah, this looks epically good, epically good. Yeah.
Can't wait for that one, bro. Now to the big one, bro. This is the one that we've been waiting to talk about. Your big match, bro. This one is exciting. Your coach Ray is going to be going against Ryan Bowen, which I really am excited about this. The way I look at both of you guys is very, very savvy table IQ guys. Two of you guys are going to be gripping up, and it's going to be a technique extravaganza. What could we expect that day, Coach Ray, from you?
So I've been we've been trying to set this up, or it's been in the talks for years, this match, because we're both on YouTube and people are talking, but at one point Ryan kind of went a different route and I went a different route. So when he gave me a call and he said like Engin will not be pulling me, because he's doing the event, I absolutely understand. As someone who makes events in my country, 8 events, I'm never good at those events. So I said, yes, let's do this, because I feel like it's time. I don't care what Ryan thinks. And Ryan thinks a lot of things that are not real, as we know. I know what I know. So I have 8 weeks finally to be at home to prepare. My training already has been really good. All I need to do is pace myself. I see both of us can win that match, but I'm coming in. I don't want to do what I do in all different super matches. I don't want this to be a war. I want to beat him. That's it. I'm going there for 3-0, and that's it. There's not going to be playing around. There's not going to be anything else if I have some saying in it. Of course, if something like that happens, I'm very welcome. I'm like, let's go to the dark side.
Let me ask you, bro. So what is your feeling? Are you feeling confident? Are you nervous at all? Where are you with this? Do you think you have the edge over Ryan?
I for sure I have some edge, and as well as he does. So how I look at every match, and I try to put it in my head, like I was binge watching the Illusional Ryan Bowen series like way too much. Like I don't know, like half of those views, like 17,000, are from me. And I was running yesterday, and I was like, I need to turn this off, because in my head I'm like, I'm gonna think like he's a joke, because of you look at those videos like and I want to. I'm putting in my head I am the underdog. Like he believes it, and some people believe it, and I don't need anyone telling me like, oh my God, I think you're gonna win. You're so great, and he's this and that. No, 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 no. I don't play that, because what I see here is I can up my level. I can really push myself to become better just for that match. Like I pushed myself to become better for this match that I lost, but it still, my trajectory after that has been incredible. So um, that's what I want. I want to feel like he's the man. Whatever he says, let's believe it. I want to feel nervous. I want to be scared. I want to be afraid that he will pin me. So that will just make me work harder. That's what I do. I never go the other route. Ryan will go the other route. Ryan's like, Ryan is, how I say, a great snake salesman. He will tell everyone, that, oh my God, his opponent is so strong. It's incredible. And I'm too. Me too. Like he did it when he was facing Lachlan, because everyone's like, oh my God, Ryan is the man because he told us he is. Then he lost. And then he's like, well, clearly Lachlan is the man, and there's no chance he will lose to Godzilla. And then so I don't do that. I do the opposite. I'm like, let's play it down. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. I'm weak. I'm small. I'm 5'4" 4" nothing or something. Whatever he said. But let's go there. Let's go there. I'm for sure. My most important thing to be healthy. If I'm healthy, I'm stronger. If I'm not healthy, I'm not strong. But I'm preparing something. I'm working really hard. Like since the match was announced, I every day I have a training session about 3 hours, pulling sessions, everything else. Everything has been planned out. I watch the videos. I know the lane that I'm going to hit, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm working for. Yeah.
So you're training table time every day?
Oh, no, no, no. I'm doing specific training for arm wrestling as well, general training. But there's since I get back from East versus West, I forgot what that was, but I think it's 2 weeks ago. No days off. No, no days off. No days off. No Sundays, no Saturdays, nothing. No.
Wow. And now, when do you stop training for your match?
Um, I'm so I'm not running for the numbers. That's how you get caught up, you get injured. That's how you overdo it. What I'm looking for in my training is it's good to be consistently getting stronger on exercises. Like if I can lift a little bit bigger volume than a previous workout that I did, that I have the same exercises in, I'm very happy. If I feel more connected on those exercises, like I can do same amount of reps, but I feel it better. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm not gonna peak like most people with 1 PRs and something like that, because I feel like that is more damaging to me than anything else. I just want to get constantly better, go to next training sessions, not kill myself, with fresher arms. And most likely I'm gonna, come down in volume maybe week before, and then do maybe 3 or 4 days of almost zero training or some general training for before the match. So my elbows, my tendons, my arms, my shoulders, everything recovers and I can do it. But till then I'm pushing, but I'm how I like to think, I'm pacing myself. It's a long road. You don't have to do the records now. I can go in the gym and smash some PRs. I feel like on some exercises. Doesn't matter, because that's just one lift. If I can do it constantly, that's good.
So let me ask you now, day of competition, do you have a set regiment that you do for as far as nutrition? Do you have anything set up as just a system that you get ready for? Like when you wake up, is there anything unusual that you do to prepare for a match?
I don't eat breakfast. I hate breakfast. So sometimes I don't eat on a competition day because I feel just better, more clear in mind, everything else. The thing that I've been doing lately has been taking a big nap like 2, 3 hours before, because then I feel really good. When you have that extra 30, 40 minutes of sleep and you feel really good. Um, nothing specific. It's all comes down to, do you feel like you're in a moment? When I was in USA with all the jet lag, when it came to our right arm match with Artem, I was not in that moment. I was somewhere else. Like I don't remember that match at all because I didn't have a chance to take that nap to sleep a little bit, and Yeah, you never want to feel like that. I want to feel the moment. I want to be there. I want to remember everything. Because when you're in a moment, you will remember every detail. I have some matches that I have clear understanding and sometimes write down what I did on that day. Okay, I slept and I can go back and look what I did and things like that. But nothing too special. I try to stay away from bread because like most people, I don't like gluten. If I get gluten, I get really, really puffy. So, and all that puffiness, it kind of doesn't bother me, but if it maybe slows me down or, maybe takes some of my endurance, because my arm wrestling game, even though most people know me as a power arm wrestler, I get in positions real fast and finish job. Those long drawn out wars is where I shine because my endurance is most of the time. Like the only time I have been out arm wrestled by endurance was when I faced Frauden. And I know I can beat him now. I know I can beat him now. I beat him in February or March when I was in Hardanger, and he was afraid to pull me right arm. I know I can beat him.
Coach Ray, I got to make mention of this match, bro. This is what really first put you on my radar, where I was just like, holy shit, bro, what an inspiration this dude is. It was at Arm Wars, and I want to get in that. So Arm Wars Iron House, that was set up by Neil Pickup, which if you guys haven't checked it out, get over the Arm Wars on YouTube and definitely check out that series of Iron House. I mean, it is like a cinema. Neil has did it right. Get your popcorn ready, get a big screen TV and just enjoy it. But what I want to make mention of, I believe it was your match against Tobias. And I believe
Yes.
you were down 2-0.
No,
And
I was down 3-0.
3-0, bro. Oh my God, dude. It was like I thought there was no chance. I was just about to turn it off and say, all right, it's a loss. And then Coach Ray just, holy shit. I don't know what you did, bro. That was just the most impressive match I've seen. So get over there, check that out between what's Tobias's last name?
Tobias Pedersen from Denmark. Yeah.
Check out the match between Coach Ray and Tobias Pedersen. Wow, what an unreal, bro. That is endurance right there, bro. And
I have like that was third time that I had match like that. I had one in Latvia for number one spot in I guess it was 95 kilo class. Like I lost to a guy in nationals with my left. It's been weird. It now it's gotten like really good, but before like 2 3 years it was very weird. And we had a super match, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna top roll this guy. And we go round one, he flash pins me. We go round two, I'm like, I'm gonna try to maybe hook him. I hook, he just grips through me like 2-0, and we're doing best of five. And it's looked like it's down. And then on match number three, and we're doing running foul system. So if I foul, I have to win the match. I catch him. It's all out war, and I have to pin him. And I pin him twice, three times, four times, and I win 3-2. And then the same thing happened in King of the Table.
let
From
me ask
three
you on that
zero.
3-2 win that you just talked about, did you go to the riser then as well? Because I know you made a switch with the Tobias where in round 3 or 4 you went to the
Maybe it
riser,
did.
and that seemed to make a big difference.
Yeah. So with riser for me, like because we're short,
Yeah.
it's when you're pressing, you want to be lean over the table. As we're short, I have to stand on my tippy toes all the time, which is
Yeah.
exhausting. This is why I put on a riser, and I don't, my calves are not getting pumped. So with riser, I have like more confidence that I can do it better, but I can still do the same thing without the riser. There's was some matches with Tobias where I think I didn't use the riser at all. But before that, it was just I'm like I feel better, I feel more confident, and why not?
Because you could get more in there. You're more
Yes,
over
yeah,
your arm and all.
my hips are higher, so I can lean my body more forward there. But for everything else, for hooking, for me, it's terrible. For top rolling, even more terrible. So I'm really, if I'm there, I can do just one thing. And with Tobias, he kind of dragged me into a two matches where drawn out hook wars. And I kind of just reposition myself because on a riser, it is different. People think they will put on a riser and suddenly they're just, oh my God, they're so good. I'm like, yes, you have to understand that if like 6 foot tall guy takes a riser, it will not do shit for him. You'll feel
Mess him
terrible
up.
because you're too
Yeah.
high. You have nowhere to go, you know? So, yeah. And the
I have
same thing
actually have a
was,
story for that. Travis Bajent was telling me one day he one of the tournaments. I think he was playing pulling Sabian, and he wore like some platform shoes, you know, because he said Mike Aiello was going to be present that day, and he wanted to be the same height as Mike Aiello, so he wore these like platform shoes, and he goes and he pulls Sabian, and he actually pulled his chest muscle, and he
yeah,
swears it was the extra 2 or 3 inches it threw off his lane, and it just, you know, he hurt himself over that. So
I would
got to be
not be
careful.
surprised. I would not be surprised. Yeah. And the same thing was with Maza here in King of Table One. You know, everyone's watching. It was I'm down 3-0, and then I kind of get a hang of it. You know, and I remember everyone's in the dressing room. They're like, you know, they're watching the match, like Devin, Mike, and Larry, Schoolboy, and they're like, it's 3-0. They're like, okay, Larry, we need to prepare. You have to go out. It's like 20 minutes later, and they're like, what the hell happened? How is this match still going on? And they're like, he's like, you won? You actually won? And yeah, my endurance is, if you look at those matches, like even Arm Wars, it just came out, me and Patrick Berg, there's a clear moment in a match where just, you know, it looks like I haven't changed anything. And the guy just like, he
Fell
looks
apart.
so, you know, how was the tiredness make cowards of all men? You know, you look like you cannot arm wrestle because you're so tired, you're so pumped. My endurance has always been a thing. I'm really endure. It's always been, but I always train for strength. So you know, I don't know how that works, but that's just my body. So I just need to embrace it. With when you look at the arm wars and everything else, I look at those wars, and I was always thinking, I'm like, I don't want to get in those wars. I just want to win quick. I don't want to, but I always end up there. So now what I'm doing, I'm like, just tell me what you want, I'll do it, and I'll just go in those wars because I feel better, you know, and I can really shine. I can, you know, even if I win, lose, that, for me, it doesn't matter. You know, at one point, the click will happen. I'll take over and I'll feel good if I'm strong enough to do it. But yeah.
I'm gonna just take a guess with this. The reason why I'm gonna say that your endurance is so good is from your powerlifting background. I'm gonna say that you developed a lot of your slow twitch fibers in your muscles, and from doing that, you know, I think that would give you more of an endurance benefit. Where if you do more explosion, which is your fast twitch, you know, it's like a sprint. You're just, you know, you're gonna burn out real quick. So that's my guess is that your slow twitch fibers and your muscles are very developed.
Yeah. Well, see how I look at this. There are some guys like uh, Corey Miller. You cannot teach that. You cannot get more explosive than that. There's some guys that are very explosive, and you have Devin Larratt's of the world, you know. So I think you as an arm wrestler, you need to figure out which one you prefer. Like Dave Chafee, clearly a sprinter, not fast but powerful. So I think sprinter, power, endurance. And you need to figure out which lane you fit. Like Dave is amazing on tournaments because he just can hit that fast. On super matches where it's not that much time to recover, his arm got pumped. We saw what happens. And we have seen it in previous matches as well. And there's a lot of guys like that. Some guys, like, I think my endurance and arm wrestling comes from, like, I pull for hours. I can literally pull for hours. But I know a lot of guys that try to do the same thing pretty much with me, and they just cannot do it. They can get a little better. They can get a little better. But everyone has their gifts, you know. It's, will you use your gifts? And I feel like for me, I can still train for power and be really fast. And if I want, I can kill someone. But I can make them tired easier. For me, it's like, okay, I can choose this route. So with me and Ryan, if the plan doesn't go as I want, plan B is just to stop him. If I can, and I just want Ryan to say, I'll make you pin yourself. I'm like, please do. Please do. Please do.
So I got to ask you, do you have any message for Ryan right now? Anything you want to say to him?
Don't take me seriously. You know, you're the man. You're he's on the GOAT list for sure. So he doesn't need to train. Just stop. Just fine. It will be fine. We'll travel to Europe, destroy everyone. We'll make it our king. So it's fine.